Hey, my beautiful people. Buenos días, buenas tardes, buenas noches, buenos días, buenas tardes, buenas noches, buenos días, buenas tardes, buenas noches, buenos días, buenas tardes, buenas noches. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are, and at whatever time you listen to this or watch this. I do hope that you guys are doing amazing. Honestly, I do. I hope that y'all are in a good place mentally. I hope that you guys are in a good place emotionally. And I hope that you guys are in a good place physically. Like, I really do. I hope that everything is going well. And today is Monday, so it is podcast day. But before I get into. Sorry, y'all. You forgot that I was recording?
I forgot.
Okay.
And it's Halloween.
It is. Happy Halloween, everyone. Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
Alright, so before I get into it, kind of updating, I guess you guys can say, since I have been MIA last week, I don't know if y'all noticed or not, because, I don't know if y'all go looking for me or not, I don't know if y'all get excited when y'all see my content drop, so I don't know if y'all realize that I took a week away from posting. I took a week away from recording. I took a week away from everything. So last week was very difficult for me. It was testing my mental health to the extent that not even the thought of recording for you guys was making anything any better. So I was like, you know what? Let me not push my buttons. Let me not act like I'm not already going through severe anxiety where it's threatening to turn into these attacks. And, let's not act like my stress level is not at 1,000, you know what I'm saying? And let's be mindful to my body. I have to pay closer attention to what I need and the things that I'm dealing with and how they're affecting me physically, mentally, and emotionally. So I couldn't record content, okay? When we moved from the other location, from Birchwood to the other location, before I moved, I specifically asked a guy, is long-term okay? Because I do not want to have to keep moving from one place to another one until I find an apartment or a home to rent. He was like, no, long-term is okay. We have long-term residents here. That's fine. It's not a problem. Then out of nowhere last week, with 4 days to spare, I get told, oh, the state just came. And we were told, because apparently they had just taken ownership of the property a month before. So he was like, we were just told that this is considered a motel and you have to be out every 28 days. And then you're able to come back. I'm like, I am not about to be going through this every 28 days. I can't. It causes me so much anxiety and severe anxiety where I cannot function properly. So no, I cannot. No. So it left me, you have to ask Sissy, and I'm recording Lyrical. It left me with a last minute, she has her headphones on. You have to go tap her. And again, I'm recording Lyrical. Stop stomping, please. And it left me with really trying to figure out, and with my situation being in a wheelchair, needing to be able to have access to get to the room and out of the room and, all that stuff, I can't just go anywhere. I have to make sure that it's either going to be on the first floor if there's no elevator, or, that there's an elevator. Then I got to be mindful about the money that we have. I have to make sure we can afford it. So I have to stay within a certain budget or we're going to be screwed. So this is a lot of complications, that makes it difficult for me to just find, which is the same problems that I have when I'm trying to find an apartment. I either got to find an apartment on the first floor or an apartment complex that has elevators. A lot of these apartment complexes down here are 1 to 3 floors and it's steps. It's not elevators. So I can't do it because with the wheelchair, I need to I need to get around, right? I can't just put myself in there and then I never leave because I can't go down the steps or something like that. Um, so it brought up my anxiety and my PTSD and like my bipolar at 1,000. Like I think it even batted past 1,000 because I normally don't realize that I am triggered until after the trigger is getting ready to leave. I normally don't realize the changes in my mood like that until it's going towards the end. But this time around, honey, baby, sweetie, sweetheart, I knew I was like barely functioning. It was so bad that I was passing out. Like normally when my mind and my body can't take too much of the stress, I'll go into what we call a sleep coma. I'll literally be doing something in the middle of functioning and all of a sudden my body will shut down and my mind will shut down and I'll pass out. Like, but I'll pass out in the sleep sense of the word. I'll be sleeping the whole entire time. And you can call me, shake me, do anything to attempt to wake me up. And unless my body and my mind says that it is ready, if the laptop is shaking, I'm sorry, you guys. You guys are on the bed. And in order to make you guys more eye level, I put some blankets under you. And I just realized now you're shaking a little bit. And I'm sorry for that. I'll try not to move so that I won't shake. But, yeah, no matter what you do to try to wake me up, I won't wake up. I will not wake up. Like, I do not wake up until my mind and my body are ready for me to wake up. And that could be 3 hours, 4 hours, 6 hours, 2 hours, 1 hour, whatever. I feel like my body does that when it's like, listen here, Heifer, you're not paying no attention to the signs that I'm giving you. You're not listening. You're not doing this. You're not doing that. So I'm taking charge. And boom, sleep coma, here you come. But that's what I was battling with. Because then again, I mean, because of the parent that I am, I hate stressing my kids out. Okay? And I hate being a burden to my kids. Alright, I have a problem with that. I have a very huge problem with that. And this once again left my daughter once again having to pack up another room on her own and put it into a van to transport it into another room. So once again, on her own, she unpacks it all over again. Like, that's not fair. And that's just messed up. You know, and to me, it stresses me out. And it bothers me to the point where it's like, why are you even here? You know what I'm saying? Like, if she's going to have to struggle with you here, then why bother to be here? These are the thoughts that run through my mind, okay? And these are the thoughts that I battle with. Like, why are you stressing her out so much? If she's going to have to go through all this alone with you physically here, then why don't you just get gone? Like, be gone. Diminish yourself. Disperse yourself. Like, leave this earth. Or whatever the case may be, because look at what you're putting her through. Look. And I'm not saying that my daughter complains, because she doesn't. So I'm not saying this because this is how she makes me feel, because she stands up to the plate and bats every single time. You know what I'm saying? And then she has her little meltdown afterwards, and I have to nurture her back to good mental health. But I don't want to have to go through that with her. I don't want her to have to go through it. You know? I don't want her to have to mentally break down afterwards because she forced herself to function as best as she could to get the task accomplished as best as she could. And we bump heads, and I always have to keep my mouth quiet because I never want her to feel incompetent or dumb or stupid or like everything that she does is wrong. We just have different ways of doing things. And with my OCD, I'll sometimes be like, no, don't do that. Do it, do it this way, or like try to control how it's being done because of my OCD and it's causing me anxiety. And I know that she has certain methods that work better for her autism for her to be able to understand. So I'll in my mind, I'll freak out about whatever it is, but I will not say it because I don't want her to be discouraged or feel a certain type of way or anything like that. So, yeah, it's not like she's ever vocalized, Mom, like, why are you stressing me out? Or, Mom, you know, you're doing too much. Or, Mom, like, she's never done none of that. You know, contrary, like, she tries to do the opposite. She tries to make me feel like I'm not a burden. She tries to make me understand that I'm not bothering her or that I'm not stressing her out. She just explains that she has yet to process the fact that I'm in a wheelchair. She has yet to process the fact that I can't do the things like I used to, you know, and that's a lot for her because my kids, they haven't processed what's happened to me or what's happening to me or whatever. They haven't processed it. Like, one minute mommy, all they know is one minute mommy was walking and she was fine, and then the next minute mommy really can't walk. There was no warning, there was no nothing. It was just like bim bam boom, here we go. You know, and I hear them talking sometimes and they'll be like, too bad Lyrical doesn't get to experience mommy walking or getting to do all of the things that we did with mommy when mommy was walking. Every time we move, this just makes me feel more handicapped. Every time I have to count on my oldest to do everything, it just makes me feel more handicapped. And it's a sucky, sucky feeling. A very sucky feeling. But then when I get to hearing them, it's like, it's true. I wish my 4-year-old could have the same mom my 2 oldest ones had. She would have had a blast. Like, she would have really liked her mom. I'm not saying she doesn't like me now because she's obsessed with me. I'm just saying she really would have enjoyed that mom, for real. But, so because of all of this that was going on, I just couldn't focus on recording. I couldn't think of ways to let my anxiety chill out so that I could, you know, be productive. So we're almost done getting the room organized. Housekeeping is coming tomorrow. And we're just trying to finish putting the last stuff organized where it's supposed to go and figure out a couple of things that we need to get accomplished so the room can be thoroughly clean and as organized as best as we can with the situation that we have. What else? I didn't mean to get sad, you guys. I don't know where that came from. It just, you know, popped up out of nowhere, and I guess is how I really feel. And since I try to be as transparent and raw with you guys as I can, I'm assuming that's probably why it came out, you know. I don't know. I just didn't want to get sad. It's Halloween, y'all. You're not supposed to get sad on Halloween. You're supposed to be happy-go-lucky. But, I just, you know, I couldn't record. And then I felt bad because I was like, I know I said I need to take a break from doing this, but I'm trying to build my platforms. And I know that if I take a break, I go MIA or something, I may lose followers or not gain followers. So I have to be consistent with my stuff as best as I can. Didn't we tell you no? No, it was not an accident. You did it on purpose. I watched you from the corner of my eye. You need to learn and understand that when you're being told no, it actually means no, Tucson. Oh no, nobody's yelling at you. You're not getting yelled at, so there's no reason. But. Lyrical Angel Toussaint, please sit up. Okay, so let's go over this again. Are you bleeding? No, right? Is anything broken on your body? No, right? So then why are we crying? It's okay to be sad. It's okay to be upset. But that tantrum cry, baby, that's not okay. Mommy was not yelling at you. Mommy wasn't screaming at you. Mommy wasn't being mean. Mommy was just telling you that Boo Boo has to listen. When we're telling Boo Boo no or stop or later or you have to wait, Boo Boo has to listen. Okay? So there was no reason to cry that way, Mama. Beba, she's been asking for something to drink.
I know.
Can I get 2 oatmeal packets for mine?
Okay.
Me too.
Sorry you guys. Being a mom never ends. And when you live in one room, you're always on top of each other. But this is my life. This is my story. And will continue to be my life, but will not continue to be my story. Because we will find our own place and we will get on our feet completely and become stable.
I never said it was all for her.
They're not all yours. You gotta share. Talking about that, where's my cookies?
I'm eating them.
Don't eat them all. Let Sissy have some too. Thank you very much. She made me want a cookie. I don't remember what I was. I don't remember what I was saying. What was I saying to y'all?
You were saying.
I remember now. It'll be my life, but it won't be my story. Because we are going to get on our feet. And we will accomplish it. I know for a fact. I have a feeling. I keep saying this. Like I have a calm that keeps telling me everything is going to be okay. It's all going to work itself out. So it's all about surviving until then. But I went dark, y'all. I knew somebody went into my cookie jar.
Wasn't me.
Because where's the... Anyways.
It wasn't Lana.
Sorry, y'all. I ate the cookie. But, I wanted to record. I did, like, because I knew I could feel better if I did record, but the anxiety and the depression couldn't see it that way. They were like, no, you're just going to fall apart more. You're going to freak out more. It was like, you're going to cause more insecurities, more problems. Why keep opening the can of worm? Like, these are like all the thoughts that are running through my mind while I'm trying to deal with the whole situation. And it's like, I don't know how I do this on a daily basis. I really don't. How do you guys cope on a daily basis? Like, how do you guys deal with something always happening, whether you've done anything or not? How do you cope with that? I know for me, I can't stop and think about how I do things, because if I do, the amount of the weight that everything causes is ridiculous. Like, it is completely ridiculous. So, yeah. I really don't know how I cope, but I really don't know how I do this every single day. Like, I'm telling you, I be trying to figure this out. Then I tell myself stop, because then you're going to mess up and make mistakes. You've already been accustomed to surviving, being on flight mode, survival mode. Why try to, you know what I'm saying, get to the bottom of something? Why? For what? It's working, isn't it? So if it's working, don't break it. Leave it alone. Don't try to fix it. Like, just let it be. But I don't know, you guys. I just know that the feeling of incompetent ends up being too much sometimes. And the inability to do so much like I used to, the inability to not be able to do it is driving me crazy. I know my words ain't making no sense. It's like I'm trying to vocalize what's on my mind, but for some reason I can't articulate the words. I don't know why. Like, I'm trying to figure out a way to say, but it's just like I can't think of a way to get my words to make sense. Well, yeah, I can't. So let's just whatever. Anyways, so I took a break this weekend too. You know what I'm saying? Only went on social media a couple of minutes here or there. I feel a lot better. Sorry, you guys were lopsided. I feel a lot better though than I did last week. The anxiety's starting to come down. Ooh, coffee time. It's 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 coffee time. Let her get some whipped cream in her mouth. Beba, let her get some whipped cream in her mouth. It's coffee time. Let me stop. They will know I ain't do that. For you podcasters, y'all probably gonna think that's exactly how I slurped it, but nope, it is not. I didn't even hear the actual real slurp. This coffee's really good. It's really good. I don't need a barista. I have one. My baby. She does everything. We're gonna master the iced coffee soon. Watch. And then we won't need Dunkin' Donuts. Dunkin' who? Dunkin' what?
Well, I need Dunkin' Donuts.
Don't spill that juice on that bed. Thank you. Sorry, I almost had a whole epiphany of the juice spilling on the bed, and nope, no thank you. Dude, this coffee is actually really good, you guys. She actually did a really good job on my coffee. But because I'm still learning things about myself, and because I'm still learning things about my condition and how I can function with them and how I can't function, my triggers, my warning signs, my mental meltdowns, like, I'm still learning all this because I've changed so much from like a year ago to now, and I am not the same person that I was then now, obviously. So I don't know what that was. So I have to no. So I have to like learn me all over again. And this is why I always say that it is important to have a PhD on yourself. Whatever condition, diagnosis, moods, whatever you may have going on. And even if you don't have anything going on, it is still important to have a PhD on yourself. Okay? Because if you don't know you better than anybody else, then who else is going to know you? And how are they going to know how to treat you, work with you, deal with you, support you, love you, if you don't even know none of these things about yourself? Like, I have a coach, friend of mine, Tara. She had us take this love language questionnaire in her journaling challenge. And I learned that I am more of a physical than I am of being given gifts. Like, just, I prefer to spend time than to get a gift. If somebody does something to help me, I take that as a sign of love and, support and appreciation. What else? If somebody does something kind for me that helps me out, that's another way. Like, and I don't mean by giving money. I mean, like, actually does a task. Like, for example, like, as an example, let's say they want to buy us groceries to help us out, right? So they place an order and they send it and they just tell me, hey, you have an order coming on XYZ day. That would alleviate a lot of stress, and it supports me in what I'm trying to, survive, whatever the case may be. I don't know if that's a good example, but I couldn't think of one off the top of my head.
I got it, the baby. Wait,
but it made me realize that it ain't even how many I love yous you say. I don't even look at the I love yous, because the I love yous don't mean anything to me in reality. It's more about the affection. I feel like the affection can tell you how much a person genuinely loves you, more than the words that are coming out of their mouth. And apparently in that testing it proved that that is kind of like how I look at life. But I didn't know that about me. I mean, I really didn't. And then after I took that test, I sat back and I started thinking about past relationships and things like that. And I'm like, I was happier with this person, even though they didn't give me anything, because they physically did a lot and showed their affection. Then I was like, I was miserable with this person, even though I would get things, but because they were dry, didn't go out their way to help me or show affection or appreciation or something like that. And it really got me to thinking, man, I really didn't know myself. But it explains why I suck at getting gifts. I never know how to react. Like, I think I get a bitch face when I'm not trying to.
I got all the stuff you got in the nightstand.
Well, you're gonna have to get it.
Yeah.
Well, then you're gonna have to wait. I'm
not play video games.
Okay. Sorry, she sidetracked me. Now I don't know what I was saying. This coffee is bomb, you guys. It's bomb. Just so y'all know, it's bomb. And you guys are lopsided. Hold on. Let me fix y'all. There we go. That's better. But, yeah, y'all. So, like, I just took y'all everywhere where my mind is right now. I'm still not fully down from this anxiety thing. I just feel good enough to come on here. You know what I'm saying? And not look at it as a burden, which is never a burden, because creating content for you guys, I'm actually creating content for me, if that makes sense. Like, it's like therapeutical for me, and it motivates me because I don't know who I'm helping. I don't know who this might help. I don't know who might find themselves in my shoes and can't cope and are trying to find ways to cope. I don't know the good that my story can do for somebody else, if that makes sense. And like I said, it's therapeutical. I mean, I have a therapist. I'm not really, I missed the last session. I canceled last minute. I had a migraine and I just didn't want to be bothered. And I haven't rescheduled yet. I don't know. I like y'all better. Y'all don't ask no questions while I'm talking. No, let me stop. But I like y'all better. I know y'all not my therapist, but y'all my therapist. It is what it is. It is what it is. I mean, y'all come, Y'all stop. Y'all listen. Y'all don't ask no questions. So I can't say y'all my therapist then because y'all don't ask no questions. Oh man, so what are y'all then? I guess y'all could say y'all my confidants. I confide in y'all. Right? I don't know. What the hell are y'all? I just know that
Mommy,
I feel better when I talk to y'all.
I think I am about to
I'm recording. I'm not laughing. You were interrupting me for what, Lyrical? That could have waited until I was done, but. Okay?
Okay.
I forgot what I was saying. Sorry. I'm not 100% myself yet, but I just needed to come and show up and explain to you guys where I was last week and what I was dealing with. And in case I'm a little spotty on the showing up in the next few weeks, that it'll explain to you guys. I mean, that'll give you an idea of what's going on. I'm still trying to cope with everything. But I do have to say this. I have a parent support workshop that I'm going to be doing on November 17th and December 1st. It's at 8 o'clock, 8 p.m. Eastern. The link is in my bio. You guys can register and sign up and just get to chit chat with me, a Q&A. Ask me any questions that has to do with, parenting and life and being a life coach for parents and how I can help you, and just vibe with me for a little while, actually get to vibe with me on a Zoom call, with a group of people and chit chat, get to know other parents, just socialize for a little while with me. Thank you. Socialize for a little while with me. Why did one packet seem so little and two packets seem so much? Now I'm sitting here like, did I make a mistake by asking for two? Yeah, so it is a workshop where I am going to explain a little more of my story, like things that I kind of don't cover here, but I do in a way, but I don't. Give some tips, suggestions. You guys get to ask me, like I said, any questions that you want. That's cool. That's what I'm there for. And it'll give a chance, like I said, to connect with my viewers, and especially with fellow parents or fellow people with disabilities or things like that. Like, sorry, you guys, I'm uncomfortable right now. I think I've kept my legs crisscrossed for too long, and I think that's what the uncomfortable is coming from. I don't feel sensation the same way I used to, so I don't always know what means. Like, alright, let me move this leg. Oh, but you guys are on that leg. Oh yeah, that feels better. Oh, that feels a lot better. Whew. Okay, pressure's gone. Pain is subsiding. We have figured out the problem. Anyways, but yeah, I would love it if you guys join me on that Zoom call, like on that Zoom workshop. It's free, obviously. Well, it shouldn't be obvious because, I'm valuable, so I should be charging for my services at all times. But I like to give back to the community, even though it hasn't been kind to me.
Can you help me?
But hop on that Zoom call. You have to pre-register beforehand. The link is in my bio. It's for each date in my bio as well. Are you done watching TV, or are you still gonna be watching TV? Okay. And
We're gonna put this in.
And there was one more thing. Think, Lynette. What was it? There was one more thing. Oh, I don't remember, you guys. I'm sorry. But anyways, thank you so much for stopping by, for watching, and for listening. Thank you for being a supporter. Thank you for the love. Please like, comment, and share. Please help me beat this algorithm, you guys. Like, the algorithm is not in my favor. It does not throw my videos out there like that. So can you guys please show some more love and support, and, you know, ask some questions. Connect with me, like, interact, chit chat, y'all. I'm really dying to have deep connections with you guys. You know what I'm saying? Get to know y'all a little bit better, especially since, I mean, y'all are watching me. I am pretty much an open book, like, and it, you know, it's nice to have the interaction. Like, Lulu baby, I don't know where she went. Neighborhood watch, I think it is. Your neighborhood watcher. And then Melissa, she just commented, actually. Yes, not too long ago, so I've heard from her. But I do keep you on the back of my mind. I suck with the names, like remembering the names. I don't know why. Like, my brain just can't put two and two together when it comes to the names. But I remember y'all profile pictures. That's how I, like, when I'm trying to think of the name, I'll think of the profile picture. And then I'm a visual in my mind type of person. Then I'll visualize the name that was next to it. But I hope all of y'all are amazing. But yeah, send some questions, leave some comments, show some love. Show some love on this Halloween day. Well, I know the podcasters are going to get it today, but YouTube, you guys will get it tomorrow. The day after. But it is what it is. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching thus far. I appreciate you guys. Much love.